What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about the crypto news. And my God, the news is the Metaverse tokens are going wild. It's off the back of the Facebook news and the rebranding. So before I get into that, let's talk about I'll update the spreadsheet. And as always, we can see these are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would smash it in this bull cycle. Had you invested $100 into each one when I released the videos and you were still holding those bags, be in profit for $78,900. Add in your $2,600 investment, you'd be sitting on $81,500. I've held all of them, closed positions, I'm damn near all in profit, just not green. But reinvested all that money into new cryptos. If you want to see the cryptos, check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I've built my portfolio to maximize gains during this bull cycle. My portfolio outperforms the market week in and week out. If you want to make these gains during this bull cycle, you will want to check this out. And the bull cycle is going to be wonderful for a lot of us, particularly if you're banking profit along the way. But the bear cycle is where you make your money. It's where you make your life-changing money, your retirement money. I found Phantom during the bear cycle. It's up 530 times in value. $2,000 investment would have made you a millionaire. So if you want to make these gains, because that's all I'm going to do during a bear cycle, and that is coming. Maybe we're 4 months away, maybe we're 6, maybe we're 2, but the bear cycle's coming, and when it comes, all I'm doing is looking at coins that are hugely undervalued and finding those 500 X's. So if you want to be a part of it, check it out. Let's talk about Facebook. So Facebook changed its name to Meta as part of a major rebrand. In a cringe-worthy sort of Zuckerberg-esque statement and video, he basically stated that he plans to build a metaverse. So he's renamed the rebrand is Meta. So he plans to build a metaverse. Excuse me, guys. An online world where people can game, work, and communicate in a virtual environment. So generally using VR headsets. Now, the brand doesn't really, they're like, them rebranding makes no difference to me, no difference to any of us. But the acknowledgement from Facebook that that's the future has effectively got everyone excited about the fact about virtual reality or virtual worlds, metaverses. So what's happened is actually a great example of how crypto news how news can affect the crypto market. Now, the news that there's going to be a metaverse, or that there's going to be that we're going to, all of us at some point or another, or in the near future, will be dealing with virtual worlds, to a degree, is not news to any of us. Like, if you're in crypto and you've been in for a while, you may well have known that. I've been speaking about the fact that, that's going to be the future for a very long time. The first video I did on the channel was about Engine being a phenomenal investment because of not only the ties that they had with Windows at the time, but also the potential for explosive gains because they were developing games that were going to start being picked up, being used, because there's real use cases. Decentraland, Sandbox are two of the biggest gainers of the day. Hugely in response to the Facebook news. This is something people should remember. You should note it down. You should remember it, especially if this is your first bull cycle, because you want to remember this. Because if you're in the next bull cycle, because there'll be a bear cycle in a few months or however long, and that will last a year and a half, 2 years, right? Then there'll be another bull cycle, and you want to remember moments like this, because if you've got a notebook, even, you can look back on things that happened and go, oh shit, this happened. And when that happened, this happened to these coins. And you can see how it's impacted. News has an impact on the market. You have to understand it. You have to remember it. This is a big thing. Like, look at Decentraland. They're up nearly 120% now. And Decentraland and Sandbox, the reason I picked them out actually is because they're good cryptos as well. They've massive, both of them have crushed previous all-time highs today. They're both about virtual worlds, you know. So Decentraland's first ever virtual world owned by its users. Love yourself in not love yourself. Sorry, that's a different type of world. Lose yourself in an amazing, evolving world, so you can explore lands owned by users to experience incredible scenes and structures, from a space adventure to a medieval dungeon maze. You can start building. You can start interacting with the game and building stuff. There's so much within the ecosystem of the game already. And Sandbox is the other one, and they've got the same sort of principle. I love the Avenged Sevenfold Partners band. So, in case you weren't aware, so the Sandbox is, again, play, create, own, and govern a virtual world made by players. And again, it's the same principle. So you can start playing these games. You can, create your own land, or create in your own land rather. But there's NFTs. The ecosystem is growing, and it was inevitable that we were going to start dealing with virtual worlds or virtual reality down through in our lifetime. There's going to be a lot of people that are working in jobs that genuinely in about 15, 20 years, they're going to set meetings with people through a bloody virtual land, where they sit down in an office in a virtual land and have a chat. That will happen. That is genuinely part of the future of the world. Whether you like it or not is a different matter. So Facebook acknowledging that is very likely the potential future of the world has made some people sit up and take notice to metaverse-based tokens. If you actually look at the metaverse-based token category compared to all the others, I think it's either the top performer or the second top performer right now. Might be second. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, what am I doing? So categories. BSC. So Binance ecosystem is winning right now, but not really, because it's just that there are a few particular coins that are skewing the data. In terms of the metaverse coins are actually winning. 30 of them are gaining compared to 12 that are losing. I'm not going to include, no, you can include VR, AR, I guess, but it's just for smaller samples, so I tend not to include it. As a mathematician. Yeah. But yeah, so this kind of moment should be one that people remember. And I'm not saying it for any other reason than, guys, if you're in this market and you've been in this market for the last year, 6 months, year, whatever, and you've really enjoyed it, right? You're probably going to be in the next one. Remembering these moments are important. Remembering that Facebook making an announcement about name change it is significant in the scheme of things, I guess, because they've picked, because of the way he announced it and what he actually announced. But that has had an impact on some of the coins in such dramatic ways. There was huge potential here, and again, 4 years down the line, when we're in the next bull cycle, after the bear market, you're going to be looking at news events, and if you can remember how crypto responded to similar news events in the past, it can inform how you're going to move and what you're going to do in the future. It's something to consider. But make no mistake about it. Metaverse stuff, virtual reality, virtual worlds are the future, and no doubt about it, by the way. Gaming, I still think, is the biggest growth sector, potential growth sector for crypto. That's the two sectors for me, and I've said it friggin' ages, I think over the next 5 years, 10 years are going to grow enormously. and in terms of market cap as well, is gaming and AI. I think we haven't even we're not even on the verge of we've not even touched the growth that's going to happen in AI, but gaming is going to be massive because blockchain gaming has not barely touched the surface of those people that play Xbox and PS5 every day. And when blockchain gaming starts getting to them, that's when things start changing, and that will happen. But yeah, so Facebook make a new announcement, and some of the cryptos pump. Metaverse cryptos pump. Interesting stuff. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you're all enjoying your weekend. If you're new to crypto, check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share my portfolio, the one I've built to maximize gains during this bull cycle, and the one that continuously outperforms the market. If you want to make these gains during the bull cycle, then you can check it out. Like I said, the bear cycle is the retirement investment period. All I do during a bear cycle is look and hunt for hugely undervalued projects. It's where I found Phantom, and it's where I'll find the next Phantom. So if you want to be a part of that, then check it out. Anyway, bye-bye.